Actually, we can bleep this up. But he says, "Who the is Bob?" And my response first would be, let me tell you who the I am. All right, I'm the guy that
who is no longer claiming that he is the athlete's rep of the IFBB after adamantly doubling down on the fact that he was and that his position had value and was an actual real thing, probably about maybe a year ago when Fuad Abiad and some others challenged the validity of his athlete's rep title. Oh shit, I almost forgot. Welcome to The Big Take. I'm your host, John Red, here to bring you the biggest take in professional open bodybuilding. Now, I'm here with you guys today to talk about the climax of this Nick Walker, Bob Cicherillo beef. Bob Cicherillo just recently came out and said, no longer refer to me as the athlete's rep. It's an honorary position, and that's not him anymore. For whatever reason, I think I know the reason. Like I said a minute ago, Bob was really adamant about him being the athlete's rep, right? Even Sean Clarita, after Bob Cicherillo released this statement, came out with a post and said, weren't you the guy that was just claiming to be this and that athlete's rep? I don't know. And now you're just gonna say you're not. And you know, Sean Clarita's like an angel, you know, incredible fucking bodybuilder, Olympian, and an angel when it comes to social media and the way that he conducts himself. You know, and he doesn't usually do that thing, but even Sean Clarita couldn't help it. Guys, I want to tell you where I think this comes from. Why Bob Cicherillo bagged out of what he was saying. But first, I want you to see what he said on his podcast before the podcast that he said he was no longer the athlete's rep.
bro, you don't have the wherewithal to go toe to toe with me. You don't want to be mano-a-mano here. It's not going to help your cause.
So, Bob Cicherillo, I think, is just naturally a guy that knows how and enjoys talking shit. Which is why I think he's like, you don't want to go toe to toe with me. When him and Fuad Abiad went back and forth, it wasn't really a back and forth. Fuad Abiad said what he said, and Bob just kind of lashed out. Fuad kind of immediately, I believe he said he called him, he talked about it, he didn't mean any disrespect. They squashed the beef immediately. Now, when you're beefing with Nick Walker, a young athlete that's been in the spotlight forever. You know, Fuad is a big deal, but he doesn't have a following like Nick Walker has a following. And I don't think that Bob Cicherillo, when he said, you don't want to go toe to toe with me, Bob might be talking about if they were in person, him and Nick Walker, just yapping at the mouth, Bob might have the advantage, right? I don't think that Bob Cicherillo, I think that he underestimated the vortex that is social media and what happens on social media when you get under the skin or on the wrong side of thousands of fucking people. And a lot of these people don't give a shit about you. A lot of these people don't have anything else to do. They might have something else to do, but they're just gonna come at you. You know, Nick Walker, since he came in this game, has just experienced hate at a high level since day one. You know what I mean? For his physique, for his attitude, for his confidence or cockiness, whatever you want to call it. This dude has been there, done that, right? He's in the public eye. He's got a spotlight on him within bodybuilding that most bodybuilders or people involved in bodybuilding like Bob have on them. So I think that when Nick dropped this t-shirt, you know, that's not the angle Bob's thinking about. He comes out with a t-shirt with your words on it, the 8th place thing, and who the fuck is Bob, and he's like this, and he seems unbothered. This dude just got dragged. Nick Walker, that is, just got dragged on social media. Dragged when he pulled out of last year's Olympia, and he's been dragged for several other things. He got dragged for his New York performance last year. This ain't nothing new to Nick. I think this is very unfamiliar territory to Bob Cicherillo. I don't think he was expecting it. Now there could be some stuff with the Olympia where they're like, "Yo, pull back, pull back, pull back." You know, you're talking a lot of shit. You're ruffling the feathers. It's kind of a weird position to be in to talk shit, even if you're announcing. Like you're announcing, you're the MC at the Olympia. It's just weird. You know, and you think about like the UFC or boxing, the guy that comes in there is like, ladies and gentlemen, he's not the MC, but he's like as much of an MC as you can get. Imagine if he just started talking shit about boxers and mixed martial artists all of a sudden. He gets his own podcast, just talking shit. I think it's kind of a conflict, not necessarily a conflict of interest, but I think it interferes, it puts a damper on the integrity of your position and the company that you're working for. It's just the wrong person to talk shit. You know what I mean? The Manions, they can talk shit. They're the judges. They actually run the shit, and they use a lot of tact when they do talk shit. They talk shit respectfully. I'm not gonna keep saying talk shit the whole time. I'll try. But I think Bob, I don't think he was expecting that, buddy. It's crazy that he pulled back. I don't know what's gonna happen after this. I care, but I don't. I don't want to get caught in this vortex of talking stuff about, you know, all of these little tiffs that people get in bodybuilding, but they're interesting. They're super interesting to me. I think conflict within sports is just a very entertaining thing to watch. You know, sports, like I've said before on a video, several videos ago, that, you know, sports is just like a big soap opera. And stuff like this just makes the episode better, makes the show better, makes the series better. And I'm here for it. But anyways, I'm John Red. This is The Big Take, and I'm going bye.